Dear participants, it is an honor and a pleasure for me to address you today. The Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe, or OSCE, and Uzbek authorities can look back at excellent cooperation on cyber ICT security issues in the past years, and I'm glad that I am witness to the next step of this collaboration. As the largest regional security organization, the OSCE is considered a pioneer in developing and implementing cyber ICT security confidence building measures, or CBMs. The important role regional organizations play in putting globally agreed rules and norms into practice has been emphasized and acknowledged by the two important consensus reports on international ICTs adopted in the United Nations this year, the Open-Ended Working Group in March and a group of governmental experts in May. The UN plays a central role in producing overarching recommendations on matters of international law, norms, confidence, and capacity building. In the past decade, OSCE's participating states have adopted 16 cyber ICT confidence building measures. These are non-binding voluntary measures, but all the 57 states made a political commitment to adhere to them. The aim of the confidence building measures is to enhance interstate cooperation, transparency, predictability, and stability, as well as to reduce the risk of misperception, escalation, and conflict that may stem from the use of ICTs. Over the past 4 years, OSCE participating states have focused their efforts more on the implementation of the existing CBMs. Today, we can say that almost all of the participating states have implemented at least one of the CBMs and are also ready to communicate over the CBM 8 point of contact network. The 16 voluntary CBMs can be broadly categorized in 3 clusters. Posturing, CBMs which allow states to read another state's posturing in cyberspace, making cyberspace more predictable. Communication, CBMs which offer opportunities for timely communication and cooperation, including to diffuse potential tensions. And preparedness, CBMs which promote national preparedness and due diligence to address cyber ICT challenges. The implementation of CBMs is important as it goes hand in hand with capacity building and creates buy-in and engagement by participating states. States are regularly reporting on the national implementation of these CBMs, while relevant documents are collected in a repository available on the OSCE's closed online platform, Polis. I would highlight one of the CBMs, which I personally find is the basis for most of the other CBMs, namely CBM 8 on the nomination of national focal points. You can only share information, have consultations and dialogues if you know who your counterpart in the other state is. I am aware that this might only sound like collecting a few names and contact details in a virtual phone book, but actually this is not the case. Thanks to the conscious efforts by our participating states and with the support of the OSCE Secretariat, the network is an active community of policymakers that work together to promote cyber stability. Another example of how the OSCE Secretariat has supported participating states in efforts to implement OSCE CBMs was to provide tailored assistance to a few participating states by developing recommendations for better implementation. This has been done in close cooperation and consultation with national authorities and an extensive research process. I am happy to say that Uzbekistan was the first OSCE participating state to receive this tailored support. It was a gratifying experience for me to work with Uzbek national authorities. I am delighted that the project coordinator in Uzbekistan has developed a project to continue supporting Uzbek authorities in implementing these recommendations. I could only give you a brief overview of the CBMs. However, if you would like to know more about the OSCE's confidence building measures, I am happy to announce that we have developed an e-learning course on the topic. The English version of the online training was launched in March this year, and I'm happy to tell you today that just a few days ago, we have launched the Russian language version of the e-learning course. I hope you will take the course and find it interesting. The course is openly available, so please feel free to recommend it to your colleagues. With that, I would like to wish you an interesting training and fruitful discussions.